let's talk about this because this is gonna get a bit dark. So yeah, Adolescence, which is a show that I watched because my mum was like, oh yeah, this is on Netflix and this exists, why don't we watch it? I'm like, why not? So I watched it. So the one thing I'm going to say, because most of this being murder mystery, has kind of spoilers because it's about who killed the person. So yeah, but the one thing that I am going to say is I like a lot of shows that do formats uniquely. Not only do you get 4 episodes of this series that at first glance will be seemingly not like unconnected as in there's nothing between these things, nothing at all, no point to the, it's like no, there is a connection between all of these, there is a throughput of the murder, but it's not of a, so I'm a detective and I'm trying to solve the murder, or like I'm a junior cop and I'm looking at these murders. It's through like people's point of view alongside the one shot. One entire hour of a continuous shot. That is impressive about the amount of detail that they go between this, because I was talking to my sister about this and she was like, oh, this is one continuous shot, because unlike shows like 1918, I think it's 1918 where we did the war thing, people do know there's a couple of hidden cuts. And if you don't know what a hidden cut is where like you get a character, they go across the screen. This is not the best example. Oh yeah, this is a good example. They go across the screen. This will be shot 1. This will be shot 2. But as they sort of like go, ba-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, it's sort of like swap, so it looks like it's a continuous shot. But what I've heard, and you can kind of see, they don't have that. I was actually going through some moments being like, is that a hidden cut? Is that a hidden cut? Maybe you could have done a hidden cut here. And then some moments are like, maybe there is a hidden cut. But I don't know if there is. But this is interesting because of that. The one thing which I thought was really interesting was the idea that you don't have, this isn't good versus bad. It is, of sorts. But I like how you go to it more, you learn about why. And some other people pointed out really interesting, it's about like certain persons, like the father who sort of looked the other way, the system that when someone was getting bullied did nothing. And certain things, like the one thing I also do like is, and people are pointing out that evidence just gets lost, is there's a thing where it's like, where's the knife? And the knife does not show up. There's not like, and then the knife's here. And here's the fingerprints. And I find it interesting. I also like one of the episodes, still dealing with it, is dealing with some people on the outside of the parents after you even get a thing is like, I'm gonna confess guilty, and it's like just showing the parents of like this kid gets arrested who we sort of like see has done something bad, and like a lot of people are like, oh this and oh that, and it's really interesting. This show's really dark, and by showing, definitely in the first episode, by showing like, here's how we arrest someone. I don't know how accurate it is, but I do find it interesting. That's what I liked about the show. It is fun, it is interesting, and I would recommend. This is good in that sort of way, as it sort of shows you. And I think the people who made it show something really interesting, where this is sort of like them talking about it. It's like, oh, why is there so many like knife crimes? Definitely in England, and it shows the reason why. and I like it. I know there's a lot on a specific theory that exists, but the show talks about it by basically showing it being stupid. So if you want to see that, talk to people, not people who promote the theory, because I do not, but people who probably know 10 times better what the thing is than I do, because I don't know it fully. I know it enough that gets why he sort of like why he uses it as like this sort of like, oh, there's this and this and this, and it's like, yeah, sure, but I don't know too much about it, which is, I'm gonna say it. It's the 80-20, which is 80% of women are attracted to 20% of men. I don't care about that, so talk to people who know more about it, because I'm not in a relationship, so I can't say anything on that end, and I'm not a psychologist to disprove this tenfold who can like be like, here are 50 reasons why this doesn't make sense, but again, that's just a thing. I didn't really want to talk about it, hence why it's not on spoilers, but I was like, do you know what? People might bring that up, but I find it interesting how they bring this idea, which a lot of people be like, no. Some people who are left by themselves sometimes will go under this rhetoric, which I think is interesting. So I hope you enjoy, and good night.